I'm V. Sridhar, Senior Lecturer in IIT from My Dreams Academy, Hyderabad, so Dilshuk Nagar. So today I will explain one important topic, so quadratic equation and expression. So this is a very important topic for JEE Mains. So quadratic expression and equation. Quadratic expression and equation. So quadratic expression and equation, actually first I want to define about the quadratic expression, then equation. So an expression which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. An expression which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is called a quadratic expression, where a comma b comma c are, belongs to real or complex numbers, and x is a unknown value. These a comma b comma c are the known values and x is unknown value. So here a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. So here a is the leading coefficient, so this is quadratic expression. So quadratic equation means, suppose an equation which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. So here also same, a comma b comma c belongs to real or complex number, and here one important thing is a is not equal to 0. A comma b comma c belongs to real or complex number. Here a is not equal to 0. This is important condition. If a is equal to 0, this quadratic equation becomes a linear. So bx plus c equal to 0, then that is not a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation and quadratic expression. So now I will explain about the first quadratic expression, quadratic equation. Suppose ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Suppose this is quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. So if it is quadratic equation, here I will introduce the one new definition, root. Actually, what is the root? Root of quadratic equation. Suppose alpha is any real number, or complex number, whatever that may be. If alpha satisfies this quadratic equation, that is called the root of this quadratic equation. Suppose ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. If alpha satisfies a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0, then this alpha is a root of quadratic equation. So every quadratic equation will have the two roots, because this is the highest power is 2, degree is 2. Every quadratic equation will have the two roots. Okay, two roots. So how we can find the roots, I will explain here. Suppose ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Suppose ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So just find the x value from this. So just make the perfect square to this equation. So that's why multiply with 4a. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 4a into 0. Then this equation becomes 4a square x square plus 4abx plus 4ac is equal to 0. Or 4a square x square is nothing but 2ax whole square plus 4abx is nothing but 2a into 2ax into b. So add and subtract, plus b square minus b square plus 4ac is equal to 0. So actually the first three terms are in the form of a plus b whole square. 2ax plus b whole square is equal to b square minus 4ac. Now 2ax plus b is equal to plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac, or 2ax is equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. These are the two roots of quadratic equation. One root is alpha is equal to, one root is minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, first root, and second root is beta is equal to minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. These are the two roots. If ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic equation, these are the two roots of quadratic equation. So by using these two roots, we'll get the different formulas. Suppose alpha plus beta is equal to sum of the roots. This is the formula of alpha plus beta is equal to, alpha plus beta is minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a plus minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now 2a is the LCM, okay, 2a is the LCM. Then this equation becomes, so minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac minus b under root of b square minus 4ac, plus minus gets cancelled, minus 2b by 2a, that is equal to minus b by a. So this is the sum of the root. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, sum of the root. Now we want to find the product of the roots, second root. Alpha beta is equal to same thing, minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a into, okay, so same thing, minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Actually the sum product of the roots is, okay, this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square, like this, 4ac by 2a. When multiplied, okay, b square minus b square plus 4ac by 2a, these two terms are gets cancelled, okay. So here b square by 4a square, okay, 4 2 2s are 4a square, so 4a square, that equal to 4ac by 4a square, 4 gets cancelled, that equal to c by a. So here if ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation, we will get the two roots, okay, two roots. Sum of the two roots is equal to, first important condition, sum of the roots, okay, sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a. So second condition, product of the roots is equal to c by a. These are the important conditions for the quadratic equation. So here the another thing is b square minus 4ac. This b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant, okay, which describes the root. B square minus 4ac is called the discriminant which describes the root, nature of the roots. Means without finding the roots, we can tell that roots are equal or roots are imaginary or roots are real, okay. So by using the discriminant, so that which describes the root, d is equal to b square minus 4ac. So this is called the discriminant. If discriminant is greater than 0, roots are real. Roots are real and distinct. Roots are real and distinct. If discriminant is less than 0, roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary. If discriminant equal to 0, roots are equal. Roots are equal. Means without finding the, okay, without finding the roots, we can tell directly by using the discriminant. If discriminant greater than 0, roots are real and distinct. If discriminant less than 0, roots are imaginary. If discriminant equal to 0, roots are equal without finding the roots. This is about the quadratic equation. Now I will explain about the quadratic expression. Actually quadratic expression is, this is the quadratic expression, ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic expression. So here a is the, okay, a is the leading coefficient. So actually the graph of the quadratic expression is completely depending on the leading coefficient. If a is positive, a is greater than 0, the graph is upward parabola. If a is less than 0, the graph is downward parabola. Upward parabola, downward parabola. The total graph of the quadratic expression is depending on leading coefficient. If a greater than 0, upward parabola. A less than 0, downward parabola. If a greater than 0, this quadratic equation will have only minimum, okay, minimum value. If a less than 0, this quadratic expression will have only maximum, okay, maximum value. This is minimum value, maximum value. If a is greater than 0, okay, maximum value does not exist. If a less than 0, minimum value does not exist, only maximum value is exist, okay. So here I want to find how to find the minimum and maximum values for quadratic expression. Suppose one quadratic expression is there. Suppose y is equal to, okay, one quadratic expression. So y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is one quadratic expression. Now take a common from this, x square plus b by ax plus c by a. Now take a common. So just convert into the perfect square. So for that purpose, x square plus b by ax is nothing but 2 into x into b by 2a. If 2 gets cancelled, again we'll get the same term, x square plus 2ab plus b square, b by 2a whole square. So just add and subtract, b by 2a whole square plus c by a. So a into first three terms are in the form of x plus b by 2a whole square. So now second last two terms are c by a minus b square by 4a square. So a into x plus b by 2a whole square, a into x plus b by 2a whole square, 4a square is LCM, so now 4ac minus b square, when multiply with this we will get a into x plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a. This is a y value quadratic expression. So this quadratic expression is become into like this here. Now here when x is equal to minus b by 2a, at x equal to minus b by 2a, so what is the value of y? The y is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. So at x equal to minus b by 2a, we will get the y value 4ac minus b square by 4a. So now I will discuss here, suppose, so a is greater than 0, If a greater than 0, already we know that is upward parabola. Here only we have the minimum value at x. Which value? At x is equal to minus b by 2a. Minimum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. This is minimum value at minus b by 2a. So already we know this point, okay, this point is nothing but minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. Okay, if a is greater than 0, we have the minimum value at x equal to minus b by 2a, then this point becomes minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. Suppose if a is less than 0, a greater than 0, upward parabola, a less than 0, downward parabola. If it is downward parabola, also same, downward parabola at x equal to minus b by 2a, x equal to minus b by 2a, that is a maximum value at x equal to minus b by 2a. The maximum value is 4ac minus b square, by 4a. This is maximum value at x equal to minus b by 2a. So this point becomes minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. So every quadratic expression, so actually the quadratic expression maximum or minimum, that is depending on only leading coefficient, okay, leading coefficient. If a is greater than 0, a is greater than 0, that is minimum value, a less than 0 maximum value, that minimum or maximum both are same, 4ac minus b square by 4a, but at what value? Minus b by 2a, at minus b by 2a maximum and minimum. So this is the quadratic expressions minimum and maximum. So now I want to explain another some different concept. Suppose y-intercept. Suppose y-intercept is nothing but if y is equal to ax square plus, suppose this is a quadratic expression, y is equal to ax square plus bx plus, this is a quadratic expression. So now I want to find the y-intercept. Actually, what is the y-intercept? This is the y-intercept. Okay, this distance from the origin to this point, this is called the y-intercept. So here y-intercept means, so our point lies on y-axis. If our point lies on y-axis, x is 0. If x is 0, substitute x is 0, then y equal to c. So c is the y-intercept in the quadratic expression. Here, so if c is the y-intercept in the quadratic expression, a is the leading coefficient and b is the coefficient of x. Now here I want to discuss about the signs of a, b, c. Okay, so symbols, signs of a, b, c, signs of a, b, c. Suppose one quadratic equation is there here, ax square plus bx plus c is a one quadratic expression. So case 1, first case, if first one is a is greater than 0, first one a greater than 0 and discriminant is less than 0. First case, a greater than 0, discriminant less than 0 means what? Tell me here, a greater than 0, so upward parabola and discriminant less than 0 means roots does not exist, means our curve is does not intersect the x-axis with x-axis. Okay, this x-axis, this is y-axis, so our curve does not intersect with x-axis. Okay, so here discriminant less than 0, roots are imaginary roots and a greater than 0, upward parabola. In this case, okay, in this case I want to discuss the signs of ABC. Here already we know that a is greater than 0. First one is, that is leading coefficient. Okay, we decide that if a is positive, a is greater than 0. Now what is the c? What about the c here? Suppose this curve, okay, this curve means, okay, this curve is in first quadrant, so just extend this part up to this. So this is the y-intercept, this part is the y-intercept. So here y-intercept is on positive y-axis, so that's why second point is c is also greater than 0. C is also greater than 0. Now what about the b? Okay, what about the b? So this is the, okay, here already we know that this is at the maximum and minimum value at this point, x is equal to minus b by 2a. So here minus b by 2a should be positive, greater than 0. So if minus b by 2a should be positive, send minus on that side, then we'll get b is less than 0. So b is less than 0. So if a greater than 0 and discriminant is less than 0, first condition a greater than 0, c greater than 0, b less than 0. These are the signs of, okay, signs of the ABC. Suppose second case, same case here, suppose a is greater than 0, okay, a is greater than 0 and same discriminant is less than 0. If our curve is, okay, if the curve is lies on, okay, lies on like this, our curve is lies on y-axis. Okay, in this case also same here. So a greater than 0, upward parabola, a greater than 0, upward parabola, discriminant is less than 0, the curve is do not intersect the x-axis. Here the curve is lies in the first quadrant and our curve is lies on y-axis. If our curve is lies on y-axis, then what are the symbols of, signs of a and b and c? Here already we know that a is greater than 0. First one is positive, a is greater than 0, positive. Next, what about the c? this is the y-intercept. Okay, this is the y-intercept. C is also greater than 0. What about the b? So here x is equal to, okay, so this is the b, minus b by 2a on y-axis. Okay, on y-axis x is 0. On y-axis x is 0. So b is equal to 0. So if the curve lies on, okay, if the curve lies on y-axis, a greater than 0, c greater than 0, b equal to 0. Now suppose this curve lies on, third case, okay, third case, if a is greater than 0, discriminant less than 0, our required curve, okay, our required curve is lies in the second quadrant, okay. First case, first quadrant, second case lies on y-axis, third case, okay, third case lies in the second quadrant. If it is lies in second quadrant, here also same, a is greater than 0, first point, a is greater than 0. And what about the second point? C is also greater than 0, because this is y-intercept should be positive, because that is in y-axis, positive y-axis. Here what about this point, b value? So b is minus b by 2a, minus b by 2a is on, okay, on left hand side of the y-axis, left hand, so that is a negative, so that is should be negative. So minus b by 2a is negative, and is a is greater than 0, that's why send all term that side, send minus term on that side, so b is greater than 0. These are the symbols. Okay, first a greater than 0, discriminant less than 0, a greater than 0, first case, a greater than 0, c greater than 0, b less than 0. Suppose same curve lies on y-axis, a greater than 0, c greater than 0, b equal to 0. Same curve lies on, okay, lies on the second quadrant, a greater than 0, c greater than 0, b greater than 0. These are the different cases. This is the first case, a greater than 0, discriminant less than 0. Now I want to discuss the, suppose a is, okay, case 2, second case. So second case is, suppose a greater than 0 and discriminant is equal to 0. Second case, I want to different symbols, I will explain. Case 2, first case is, okay, so first case, case 2 is, okay, discriminant is equal to 0 and a greater than 0. This is the case 2, okay, case 2, first case. Suppose a greater than 0, here already we know that a greater than 0, upward parabola, discriminant equal to 0, so roots are equal, so our curve is like this, this is our required curve. So in this case, first one, a is greater than 0, already we know that about a. And c, what about c? So when we extend this curve, so this intersect at this point here, this is a positive y-axis, so positive y-axis, second one is c is also greater than 0, c is also greater than 0. What about, okay, so what about the x coordinate, this one, okay, so this one here, so minus b by 2a, this is minus b by 2a lies on positive x-axis, so minus b by 2a is greater than 0 and b is less than 0, b is less than 0. This is the second case. If suppose same different case, discriminant equal to 0 and a is greater than 0, second case, suppose, so same curve, okay, same curve lies on y-axis, if the same curve lies on y-axis, here first case is a is greater than 0, first case, and there is no c, there is no y-intercept, okay, on y-axis, so here c is also 0, c is also 0. Third one, okay, here x minus b by 2a, x is also 0, so minus b by 2a is also 0, b equal to 0. This is third case, okay, second case, first case, second case, and same third case is discriminant equal to 0, a is greater than 0. So next case is the curve, required curve lies on the second quadrant, the required curve lies on the second quadrant. Here also first case is a is greater than 0, first point, because upward parabola. Next, what about the y-intercept, c value? So y-intercept means positive y-axis, this distance, so that is positive. So second one is also c is greater than 0. third one minus b by 2a. So minus b by 2a part is less than 0 because that lies on negative x-axis. So if minus and minus on that side, b is greater than 0. These are the different cases when discriminant equal to 0, a greater than 0. Discriminant equal to 0, a greater than 0. Three cases. First, our curve lies on x-axis in first quadrant. Second case, our curve lies on y-axis. Third case, our curve lies in the second quadrant. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant, y-axis. These are the different symbols. So now I want to explain the third case. Suppose case 3. So case 3 discriminant. Suppose case 3 discriminant is greater than 0. Here we will get the different cases. Case 3 discriminant is greater than 0 and a is greater than 0. Discriminant is greater than 0, a is greater than 0. Here already we know that a is greater than 0, that is upward parabola, and discriminant greater than 0, our curve intersected 2 points, okay, we get the two real roots. So first take the suppose y-intercept positive case. This is y-intercept positive case, first one, and second one y-intercept is positive case and discriminant is greater than 0. Next take the y-intercept is negative case. Next one y-intercept is negative case. Next on the y-axis. These are the different cases in discriminant greater than 0 and a is greater than 0. Suppose here already we know that if discriminant is greater than 0, we will get the two roots. This is x-axis, y-axis. These are the two roots. Okay, these are the two roots. Now here I want to discuss about the signs of ABC quadratic expression. Suppose y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. I want to decide the sign. Here a greater than 0. First thing is, in this case is a is greater than 0. First case a, because that is upward parabola. Okay, a is greater than 0. Next one, what about the c? Here c. So if curve is greater than 0, that curve intersect the y-axis at this point. Here. So this distance is positive because that lies on positive y-axis. So second one is c is also greater than 0. Now what about this a b point? Okay, what about the b point here? So this minus b by 2a lies on positive x-axis greater than 0. So send minus symbol on that side, then becomes b is less than 0. In the first case, signs of ABC are like this: a greater than 0, c greater than 0, b less than 0. Okay. Second case, if the discriminant is greater than 0, we will get the different conditions, 4 different conditions. Here first condition is a is greater than 0, and c should be positive, c is greater than 0. Third one, so what about the x? So that minus b by 2a lies on negative x-axis. Means less than 0. Send minus on that side, so b should be greater than 0. These are the different conditions of ABC. If the curve is like this, okay. Now suppose in this case, if our required curve lies in the third quadrant. Here already we know that a greater than 0. And what about the c? So c means our curve is intercept the y-axis at this point. So what about this distance? This distance lies on negative y-axis. So c is less than 0, a greater than 0, c is less than 0. What about b? What about the x? So here b, minus b by 2a is less than 0. So send b on that side, b is greater than 0. So we will get the different condition. In this case also, if the curve is like this, so a is greater than 0, a greater than 0. What about the c? So our curve intersect the y-axis at this point. This area is negative, so c is less than 0, a greater than 0, c is less than 0. What about the b? So minus b by 2, this point is minus b by 2, that lies on the positive x-axis. Send minus on that side, we will get b is less than 0, b is less than 0, we will get the different conditions. Suppose our curve lies on y-axis, okay, y-axis. Here if it is y-axis, same, a is greater than 0, a greater than 0. Suppose this intersect point, okay, so this is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is completely lies on negative, c is less than 0, okay, c is less than 0. And what about the minus b by 2a? So minus b by 2a, x coordinate, okay. So on y-axis, okay, on y-axis x is 0, so x is equal to, already we know that x equal to minus b by 2a, that is 0, minus b by 2a is 0, b equal to 0. These are the different cases when discriminant is greater than 0, a is greater than 0. Total upward parabola, we will get the different 5 cases, okay, we will get the different 5 cases.